Hello, welcome to the Course Wrestling Network. This is your boy ALW. I am here for Saturday Night is All Right. We are watching Collision, AEW Collision. Watching along right now. FTR is in the ring with Tony Schiavone. There she is. CM should be joining any second. FTR bald, has a nice little bandage on his big old bald forehead. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Más o menos.
Cash is talking at the moment. My volume's down, so I have no idea what he's saying.
The elite would have to unalive them. They would have to take their last breath. They would unalive for AEW. Bald says, Elite, don't know if you noticed, but we ain't unalive yet. They didn't want to come out there tonight because they felt like they let the company down, let everybody down. Couldn't escape that. And then the images, all of the images of Darby Allin hanging upside down with blood coming from his nose. Okay, 20 minutes the man sat there bleeding. I want to know how he does these things.
Right? And I said it on Tuesday night, and I know I sound like a probably a prude and a weirdo, but like I just wonder how long it's okay to let him hang there. Like, I know it's Darby Allin, and it is what it is. You probably got doctors at ringside and backstage and all that stuff, but it just, I don't know. I just, ever since the Owen Hart thing, I'm very leery about stuff like that in wrestling. Anytime someone's suspended or coming down, it feels like it's unnecessary risk. I'm not saying that something's going to happen, but is it really worth the payoff in some respects if something did happen? I guess is what and I don't know that it is, in my opinion.
Here's my thing. I personally feel like stopping Darby from doing something might be more dangerous than letting Darby do his thing.
That is very true. That's
at this point, because it's just like, how many ways can Darby do something and not, be seriously injured?
Sure.
And it's like, if you stop him, are you putting him more at risk?
Yeah. No, I mean, I do think for some people like Darby Allin, especially, those guys have to believe that nothing's going to happen to them to do the things that they do. And I'm sure that the more that they're whatever, the less confident they become. And that's when accidents do happen. So, or that's when stuff does happen. So, I mean, I get it. It just, I don't know. And it's entertainment, and I'm sure he wants to do it. And like you said, on Tuesday, he's a trained stuntman and all that stuff. I don't know. I still just. Oh, who's that? Is that? Oh, Jack Perry.
Mm-hmm.
That was last Sunday. Okay. Yeah, recap of Jack Perry. All beat up.
Would you say it's the video package or this is more backstage promo?
Yeah.
It's a good promo. Him going to Japan was a smart idea. Thanks, Phil.
Which is funny because he wasn't. I mean, he hasn't been there very long or wasn't there very long. I think he's moonlighting. I think he's doing both at the moment, but it hasn't been all that long. But it's definitely helped him for sure. I mean, and turning heel. At first, I didn't think it was working, but he's making it work.
That's because you're a hater.
No, I mean, he's doing a good job now.
Hello to all the people who are watching us. Feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. Make sure to tell ALW he is a hater. I mean, it's kind of like Kenny Omega. When he left, he was a decent promo. It was an okay promo. He goes to Japan, has to learn how to emote more.
Right.
Takes your promos up to a whole new level. And
Agreed.
Anarchy in the Arena, that might have been the best one. Uh, wrestling wise as well.
I think I think we decided there's only been I think there's only been three, right? Or
Yeah.
there been three. So yeah, I mean I think this was probably the best of the three. I would agree with that.
I mean, it's like TLC. We had favorite TLCs
Oh
before
yeah.
there was multiple.
Oh yeah. I do. I mean, I don't know that it makes much difference, honestly. I think I like Anarchy in the Arena a little bit better than Stadium Stampede, but really it's 6 and 1 half dozen of the other. I mean, I'm not sure that.
I like both, and I will
With
be quite
this,
honest with you. I like them for the fact that you lose the structure of the wrestling a little bit, and it's like I really want to fight you. I'm just
yeah,
here because I want to fight you.
yeah. No, and to a certain extent, I mean, there's a an air of authenticity to it. You know, your friends, my friends. Let's just get down. You know what I mean? There's no structure. There's no road. We're just gonna fight anywhere we can. So I mean, I get that. Like that makes that feels relatable. That makes a little sense. At the same time, from a viewer's perspective, or from my perspective as a viewer, only in my opinion. Let me make that clear. I When they do these multi-man matches like that, I do prefer like a war game setting where they're kind of all in the ring. It's easier for me to watch and easier for me to focus on um, than it is when when two people are in the garage and two people are in the chair in the stands and two people are by the popcorn and one person's in the ring because the camera's never it's only on one group of people at a time. So like you miss
That's
out
the point. It's
on what's going
anarchy.
on,
It's
but you miss out on what's
anarchy.
going on everywhere else though.
It's anarchy. You're not supposed to see everything. It
But I
is
want to see it
anarchy.
all. As a fan, I want to see all the interactions.
Go buy a ticket.
Not just the ones that you're telling me to see.
Go buy a ticket and go watch it.
It'd be cool if they had like four different cameras and did like a split screen like they do with like the NFL Red Zone or something where you could see like what was going on. That's at all. I am happy to see Leo Rush.
I'm sad. Very
Sad. Why?
sad. Because I don't know if you've been noticing, but he has like another kind of gimmick to it.
I mean, not
I
really.
think he's
No.
like he's something else, but it's like it's kind of like Finn Balor esque,
Yeah.
and he comes out like drinking the goo, and it's like creepy and weird, and he is so funny because it's like there's nothing that you can do to hurt him, and
Right.
people try really hard, and it's just like I love this Leo Rush, but I've been a Leo Rush fan for a while.
Yeah. I have too. He's one of those guys that I often don't understand why he's not on a bigger stage regularly holding more titles and being a bigger deal. But I have that question about a lot of people. But I'm a huge Leo Rush fan. I think he's amazing. I'm a big fan of both these guys. Roderick Strong versus Leo Rush. This should be an amazing match.
I've been a fan of Leo Rush since I saw him in WWE. And then like him speaking his mind really made it even better.
What's up, Hassan? Thanks for joining as always. And Hassan's picking Leo.
See, Hassan, for once you're on the right track. Look at that. Look at that.
My heart wants to pick Leo Rush, but I wonder if they're gonna have Roderick Strong lose twice in a row. I mean, he just basically
It's
twice
not
in a
gonna
row.
be it's not gonna be Leo Rush because Tony Khan is gonna be petty, but
I mean, if here's the thing, if Undisputed Kingdom is gonna be, if your plan for them is to be one of your bigger main event factions, and they can't all just take L's all the time. As it is, they only have the only gold they have is Ring of Honor gold at the moment. So
the tag team doesn't take L's. It's just Roderick.
yeah,
And
well, and Wardlow.
And the tag team also doesn't fight on Dynamite, so there's that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, they're not even on Dynamite. They're only Ring of Honor champions. So, I mean, at this point, honestly, for me, like it feels like a really strong mid card faction. It doesn't feel like a main event faction, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just, if your goal is to add Adam Cole ultimately and have him be a real part of it and have it be a premier faction, I'm not sure that they've laid that groundwork so far. Oh. Double underhook suplex. Roderick Strong is in command. Got Leo in the middle of the ring and a little armbar submission type move. Oh, Matt Taven's wearing Leo's jacket at ringside. That's not going to make Leo happy.
Wouldn't make me happy either.
Especially Matt Taven. Big forearms by Leo. Big boot from Roderick Strong.
It's crazy that these two. Whoa.
Right. Oh, Leo through the middle ropes. Using his speed and athleticism. Here we go. Second one.
Don't do a second one. Don't do a second one.
He hit the second one too. Although it looks like he might have hit his mouth. He's holding his mouth.
Oh. Are we going to get the transformation of Leo? We're going to get it? We're going to get it? We're going to get it?
Oh, picture in picture.
My poor little eyes. See, people who do picture in picture get your money, but dang, some of us have eyes and we have to watch it on smaller screens.
Mm-hmm. Me too. It's on my phone, and the picture in picture becomes really small on my phone. And now I'm buffering anyhow, so it's not playing at all. So. Oh, come on. You piece of shit. We are, or at least it's moving again.
Ooh, Roddy. Come on, Leo. Come on. Grab him by that little fake mustache. Pull it off.
Yeah, I'd love to see Leo all the time on AEW. I mean,
but you're not going to.
No. No, and part of me thinks he's probably happy and content with what he does and moving around and doing all the.
You do know why he got fired, right?
I don't know why he got fired. I don't know why he got fired.
It's part of the reason I didn't watch AEW for a while. When the big swole stuff happened, he stood up for her.
Right. Okay.
And Tony didn't like that.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I could see he strikes me as one of those guys that might even turn down a contract offer because he likes being his own person and free to do whatever he wants to do when he wants to do it. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's kind of how he strikes me.
I mean, he is definitely not one to hold his tongue.
Right.
He told them, like, I'm not carrying your bags because what does it look like for me, a black guy, to be carrying these white guys' bags? And I've been fighting just as long as they have. It's
Or
just the
yeah,
perception that I am lower on the card than you. And then he
yeah,
gets fired from WWE. So,
yeah. I mean, and I don't blame him. I mean, I don't do well with that hazing or paying your dues in those kind of ways type of
mm,
things where you have to do demeaning shit that I'm not into. I don't do that to people, and I'm not going to deal with that. So I get that. That makes perfect sense to me. And and also like I mean, more power to you. If you're the kind of person that's not going to hold your tongue and not going to let yourself be walked on. And I'm not a big fan of just yes men either. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing with doing what you need to do to keep your job and those kind of things, as long as you're not sacrificing your own ethics, or morals. So
I just have always found it very funny that it's the US based like promotions that have an issue with him because he's been in New Japan and he gets it.
right.
Like, come on, Leo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Snap out of it. You can get him. You can get him. Come on. Come on. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out.
Come on, dummy. My phone is buffering.
If you're on Google Chrome, try using an incognito browser.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Roger Strong kicks out after a flurry of offense from Leo Rush. Every time I see Roger Strong, I think of me, myself, and Irene. And then I start thinking you can blow your nose and wipe your butt at the same time.
uh, that's funny. Okay, so
Oh,
I see. Okay, let's try this. Oh, wrong one.
so Bennett and Taven have been taken out.
Nice.
And end of heartache. Oh, never mind. Shit. Okay, Leo. Get him, Leo. Whoa. One thing about Leo Rush is he is going to be inventive. How did he do that? So he hit the bottom rope and he bounced off and hit his stomach. Leo's so freaking good. Really? Rev, you just not you just gonna let it happen?
Come on now.
No, it's in the heart. Oh, yep. 1, 2, 3. Roderick Strong pins Leo Rush after Matt Taven comes and looks like he's about to knock Leo Rush off the. No, that's Bennett. No, that's Taven. After Taven came and looked like he was about to knock Leo off the top turnbuckle, Leo still goes for his big off the top turnbuckle move. Roger Strong gets his knees up and then hits in the heartache. And that's how the match ends. Very sad. Very sad.
Yep, I've got Roderick Strong on their shoulders at the moment. The Kingdom celebrating.
Yep, he just got a ring on my end. Good match. Really good match.
Yeah. As it should be, two guys that can really wrestle, so not a
For,
surprise.
If you did not watch Rampage last night because it came on super duper early, please go back and watch it because oh my god, Takeshita and Penta.
I have not watched it yet, but I will check it out.
I did not know I needed or wanted the things I need.
Man, I'm not like big into fantasy booking, but I definitely can. Like, you could see Tony Khan in the back. He's like a kid with a bunch of toys, and he's got like the best toys at the moment. Like, when you've got all the wrestlers that he's got, both men and women, it's like, yeah, you've got to be overstimulated to a certain extent. It's like, where do I even start? Who do I put with who? So many dream things you can do, so many different things you can do, and just so much amazing talent.
It's oh my gosh. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We're getting a Kyle O'Reilly promo. My captions are slowing off, but I think he said Hidden Blade, so he must be talking about Will Ospreay.
Yep, he is facing Will Ospreay next week, I believe.
Okay.
You see the next week or no? Because Will Ospreay is facing Swerve at Forbidden Door. Close next.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, tonight it says.
Tonight.
On the graphic, yeah, it says AEW International Championship match tonight. Ospreay, Kyle O'Reilly. Interesting. Cool. Well, that just made our collision that much better. That should be a hell of a match. Renee with Eddie Kingston and who the hell is that? Oh, come on. You're
Movie and a Meal, RJ City, Eddie Kingston.
That's what I thought. I thought it was RJ City.
And Renee.
It's buffering again. Stupid thing. Come on. I switched to incognito mode too. It worked for a minute, but now I'm just frozen on RJ City's face.
At least it's a pretty face to look at.
I'd rather have frozen on Renee's face myself, but
Go Rose! Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Maybe that's why. Let's try that. Let's see if that helps. Let's try this again. Hello? Hello there.
No, I'm talking about. I'm just saying hello to my screen here, trying to get it to play. Get off of there, stupid.
Get out the way. Me?
So you actually play?
I don't know if that's a song that we can do. We can do Happy Birthday, though. All versions of Happy Birthday.
All versions of Happy Birthday.
Yeah, the original, the Stevie Wonder, and the longer one that they did from TikTok this year.
Interesting. Hello. Come on.
Oh wow.
This is not like me at the moment. Is that gonna work? So the Undisputed Kingdom's backstage, getting ready to talk to Christopher Daniels. Up there going to Tony Khan's office. Is that what you're seeing?
No, you're ahead of me now.
Okay. Well, Roderick Strong's in yelling at Tony Khan. I was supposed to be the man, something Forbidden Door. My captions are all off too, so. I overcame neck issues. You're not strong. Telling Tony Khan, you're not strong.
You're not neck strong. You're not strong. Oh, now I got it. Oh, baby.
Swerve versus Roderick Strong. When? The winner will wrestle Ospreay at Forbidden Door. Oh. Ooh. So Roderick Strong's going to get a match for the title before Forbidden Door. Interesting. What do you think of that? I assume Roderick will lose. I mean, I can't imagine Roddy's winning, so.
Same here.
Ah, Daniel Garcia.
Sounds like it's time for me to put this up. Pick it up, don't drop.
Workhorseman. So I don't know if you've noticed, but JD Drake, I think, dyed his hair. He is not all gray anymore like he was, or silver. I don't know.
You sound look pretty fly.
I always thought.
You heard the good news, but there's no more Jericho on commentary.
Oh, I did not.
It's Daddy Magic full time now.
Nice. I'm happy to hear that. I like Daddy Magic.
I quite enjoy him more than Jericho.
I mean, I could do without the whole "it makes my nipples hard," but that still makes me laugh every time he says it.
He hasn't really been saying it like that lately. He really has not. He has not been saying that lately. So makes me a little sad.
So I know you don't really watch WWE, but I know that you have because he's been around for a while and done a lot of announcing. Are you a fan of Booker T as an announcer?
Not really.
Yeah. It's weird. Like sometimes I like him and sometimes I don't. Like sometimes he's way over the top for me and he gets a little annoying, but I think for the most part, I think he's okay.
I think for me, I can agree with that. I just feel like when he does the most, that's when he is trying to play into WWE's core demographic, which bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes I think he's trying to be funny and he's just annoying.
He does look quite younger.
He does. It does make him look substantially younger. I always thought it looked weird because clearly I think the gray is his real hair, but I always thought he looked too young kind of to have that much gray hair also. So like this feels more normal, but at the same time, clearly, I'm sure the gray hair is actually natural. I mean, it's got to be dyed now. There's no way it was dyeing it gold or I guess he could have been dyeing it gray or silver. That doesn't make any sense. He could have.
But you still see some of it, so he's not doing like all over to make it look really weird. But he looked like an Anderson.
Yeah, he does.
So now with this, he looks like a younger Anderson, and it's kind of weird because it's like, are you an Anderson? Are you Arn's kid, or what is this?
Brock's brother?
Yeah. I wonder what Brock Anderson is doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh, Lord. That means he's going to pop up in WWE, and it's going to be a big thing.
Haven't seen Arn in a while either, actually. Come to think of it.
He apparently is getting ready to leave so that he can go manage his son's career.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, more power to him. The problem is, one, Brock looks way older than what he is.
Right.
The other problem is his last name.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Garcia. Come on, Garcia. Woo! Okay, Henry took those knees to the face.
Kind of like the idea of Shibata and Garcia together.
I just enjoy seeing Shibata.
Yeah.
If fucking mad with translate. Oh gosh.
JD Drake with the knee to Shibata's face and the tag to Anthony Henry.
Ooh. Ooh. All right, so
Oh, JD Drake injured. Up they were looking at his leg. Looks like he's okay.
ooh. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Well, how did he get injured that quick? Because he just slid out the ring. It was good.
Right? It did look like when he slid out of the ring, he was good, right?
Yeah.
But then when he
Uh-oh.
gets up in a minute or two, you'll see when he gets up in a couple seconds, he's all limpy and. Got Shibata and Garcia in the ring. I'm sorry. That's all right. That can't be right.
Ooh. That's what is that three?
Anthony Henry. Now JD Drake is in the ring with Shibata.
Ooh.
Or is that Garcia? It's Garcia.
I still got Garcia in the ring for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see if we can get some more.
So do you know, is this actually live or is this pre-recorded too?
I don't know.
Because they often switch back and forth. Sometimes, I think more often than not, it's live, but they do sometimes have pre-recorded ones.
Yeah, Collision is usually live and Rampage is usually taped.
Usually, right. We both.
For
JD Drake
completely totally
chat.
different ones. I did how many rounds here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you hear that I fell asleep on the stream?
Yeah. Dolores
Had to come on and take me off and put on.
yeah. Right when I was like getting out of the bathroom. So it took me a minute because I had to turn my computer completely on. And by that time, she had removed you. You fall asleep with me, I'm gonna just cut the damn thing off.
Hopefully that won't happen again.
Who tells you to do the things that you do and be up here by yourself?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. I was extremely stoned, so. Come on, Buffer. We're in commercial now. We're back. I got JD Drake and Daniel Garcia in the ring. Drake chopping Garcia. Garcia selling him pretty good. Oh, Garcia got big JD Drake up and over in a suplex. Well, a belly to back, kind of over on his back, but still.
He been taking that Hook training class. What do you think about Hook and Samoa Joe being like a little tag team there?
Listen, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I know that Jericho has 4 decades of wrestling under his belt, but I've never been a Jericho fan, and I'm a huge Samoa Joe fan. So, if you're asking me who I prefer to see Hook learning from, it's Samoa Joe any day of the week over Chris Jericho. So it makes me extremely happy. I was concerned. I don't like him in the Jericho. I don't like anybody in the Jericho vortex, especially not Hook, because I know I've been a little critical of him, but I do want him to be good. I like Hook, and so I think that with Samoa Joe's tutelage or being under Samoa Joe's wing could really help him a lot. And the two of them together, I think, could be very fun.
You don't like the learning tree.
I love the fucking grass and paper mache tree that they had out for the set on Dynamite on Wednesday. That was amazing. But beyond that, no, I mean, I agree with what SP3 and Jimmy McRam said on AEW Ramble, which is that, at this point, Jericho's wrestling is not needed, and he's not needed at all, but he still provides at least weekly comic relief. He can still do the comic stuff, and he's still funny. I don't need to see him, but I can understand why he's there, and I can laugh when he's on. As long as I don't have to see him wrestle, it's better. So, again, I mean, I don't need to see him at all myself. I'm not a Jericho fan, but he can be funny at times. So if I only have to see him in these kind of things, little vignettes, and that's fine. But no, I'm here for Hook and Samoa Joe. What about you?
I love Hook with Samoa Joe. I love anybody with Samoa Joe. Give Samoa Joe the TV time. If he just wants to stand there and breathe, cool. Um, I was one of those people who um Scott Steiner was talking smack about when he was like, "You're a chubby chaser in TNA," because Samoa Joe to me is like the definition of yes, he is everything. Like the man sold freaking pay-per-views in a poncho.
Yeah. No. I'm a huge Samoa Joe fan, and being a bigger dude, I can appreciate. It's like anybody, right? The more you see people that look like you and feel like you relate to, the more you like them, right? I mean, a Gringo Loco fan. I mean, that's why I like. I mean, I'm always bigger on. I like to see the big athletic guys. I wish I was that athletic. I mean, I used to have a little bit of athletic ability, not anymore now at almost 50, but that's why I'm even more impressed by some of these guys that are close to my age that are still doing some of this shit. Like, it's insane. So, because I know how I feel at fucking 47. There's no way I could be out there doing any of this stuff. So, now to be fair, I mean, I'm not, I'm not an athlete that's in theory, been doing this for a chunk of their life and, taking care of my body to a certain extent. So, I mean, it's a little bit different, but still, I mean, just.
It's all about taking care of your body.
Yeah. But
And
even
that's
some
how
of these guys that it looks like, I mean, even the heavier set guys, I know that they're in good shape. I mean, to do the stuff that they do, that you got to be in good shape. So even if they don't look that, even if they don't have like the ripped body or whatever, you can always tell they're still. Samoa Joe has to be in good shape to do the stuff he does. So
man is an accomplished hula dancer as well as like a grappler. You gotta love him. And we end up with Shibata and Garcia winning. Wait, was Mark Henry leaving? Does that mean we don't get any more time for the main event?
I don't know. I missed that. I didn't see that.
Oh man.
I got Stokely. I got a video package of the stuff with Stokely and Chris, and now I've got Chris and Stokely live.
I shouldn't find that funny, but I do.
The stuff with these two and Willow.
Like mainly Stokely, because he's like, because I'm a hater.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I don't like her, because I'm a hater.
I wonder if these two are going to stay together or if both of them are going to join. It feels like Chris is going to join the Callis family, or at least that's kind of how it felt when she introduced Trent Beretta to the Callis family, or said she had a friend that was joining, and everyone thought it was going to be Cassidy. Obviously, he ripped up the contract, and then it was Trent. But it almost feels like she would be a natural fit with them. But she's with Stokely too, so I don't know if they split up or both of them end up. I mean, I can't see Dawn and Stokely together. That doesn't seem to make any sense. You don't need two basically managers or talkers. So I mean, I don't know. I got Thunder Rosa coming to the ring. I'm not sure who she's taking on yet, but
Oh damn. You just look call Willow trash. That's hateful. Hater behavior. I mean, I think she could be loosely associated with the Callis family. I don't think she needs to be in the Callis family. I think she would kind of get lost in there.
yeah.
I do like her and Stokely together. It just works. It
I
works.
agree.
Whatever
I
weird
agree.
reason.
I like Stokely a lot. I mean, the more I can see him on TV, the better. I mean, he's hysterical. I really enjoy Stokely.
I am happy that he is in a happier mental space than he was previously. Um, I'm happy that he did not go through with the things that he thought about doing. And
Okay.
I'm appreciative that he is out of WWE. Because without that, we would have never gotten D-riding without a license. And that's the worst thing that you could do.
We have a lady making her AEW debut in the ring against
Reina
Thunder Rosa.
Dorada.
Dorado. Yeah, Dorada making her AEW debut.
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
I'm happy to have her back.
Yeah.
They need Jamie Hayter back, even though I'm not a big fan. She is a draw. They need Britt Baker back. They need everything that they had before to bring back that women's division. I mean, I'm not the biggest Britt Baker fan, but people do like her. So I'm not sure I understand it, but they do like her. So, but that's the same way I feel about Becky. Like, I'm not a big Becky Lynch fan, but people fucking love her. I mean, she's.
I mean, I get Becky. Because Becky, if you put Becky in any match, even if you tell her 5 minutes before, 2 minutes before, 30 seconds before, she's going to go out there. She's going to try her best to make her opponent look good.
Yeah.
If you put Britt Baker in a match, you can tell her a year before, and she is still going to try to make herself look good.
Basura, as you affectionately call her.
Basura Baker, Becky Baker. Will she still be around? Is she a fiance? Is she a girlfriend, Baker? Lots of questions there. Oh Jesus.
I feel like Thunder Rosa's face paint is different. Did she used to paint her whole face? It feels like now just the bottom feels like it looks different.
She's done whole half, other half. She just does different things.
I haven't seen the half a whole lot, so this is the first. I've only seen it the last couple of times I've noticed it. So, and it looked a little different. I like the half, I think, more than the full.
I think she does different things for different matches or like her opponent. But I mean, again, This lady used to have like a mask. Like,
right? Yeah,
Cobra Moon.
yeah,
I always like if y'all want to see an actual wrestling transformation from she has potential, but ooh, is this rough? To Thunder Rosa, go look her up in Lucha Underground. She was not that good. She was Baker level. And since then, take it off.
yeah. No, I could see that. I could definitely see that. One,
She was always a
two.
good storyteller. She's always been
Right.
a good storyteller. Oh, I guess she's mimicking Raina's like face.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay.
Because if you look, Raina has on like I call it the Melina from Mortal Kombat
Uh huh.
type of mask at the bottom.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And Thunder Rosa has like that kind of face paint. That's cool.
Thunder Rosa
Ooh,
with the win.
come on, Raina. Come on.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it for you. I forgot I'm ahead of you.
Ooh. See, that's why I like Thunder Rosa going against like the CMLL women because they can hit heavy and she can take it.
Hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too. And I like seeing I like the crossover with CMLL. I like seeing more of the Hispanic wrestlers, Latino wrestlers, Mexican wrestlers, whatever you want to call them. They're not all just Mexican, so I don't want to just use a blanket term because they're not all just Mexican. But
Luchadors. Luchadors and
luchadors.
luchadoras.
There you go. Um,
Ooh,
no, I mean I like
that is
and
a
that gauntlet match on Dynamite that was the first time I'd seen Hechicero, and he was very impressive. I was excited to see him, and I'm happy to see Mystico. He's been around in a few matches now. I really enjoy him, so definitely happy to see the crossovers with CMLL and AEW. At commercial, we're halfway through Collision.
But since it has room,
Do, do, do. And I got buffering on my commercial. Here we go. Back on. I know that you're not a WWE fan at the moment and you're not watching, but do you have any comment on the King and Queen of the Ring? Gunther and geez, why am I drawing a blank? And Nia Jax being King and Queen of the Ring.
I'm happy for Naya.
Me too. I was very happy. I didn't think they were going to give it to her, but I was happy to see that.
I think it was. I think her coming back and having confidence that she can do this is wonderful for her. Because she's good. She's really, really talented, and I'm really happy for her. I'm happy that she's made the progress that she's made, and I hope she continues to make more progress.
Yeah. No, I mean I know that she injured a couple people, and I know that you kind of get what you deserve, and at the same time, it almost felt like she got a little bit of a bad rap and got kind of you know um, collared with that kind of dangerous worker tag. So I'm happy to see her back and working again, and it seems that she's I don't know that maybe some of that's gone away a little bit, so that's good.
I feel like she was not a dangerous worker. I feel like it was freak accidents, and she just happened to be in the ring.
Yeah, no,
But
that's how I felt about it. But I know she was taking some heat on the internet and stuff, and
yeah, and that was really dangerous. People have to be considerate about some of the things that they say to people when people are piling on to them. But I
yeah,
also wonder if people realize without her, we wouldn't have had Becky Lynch the man. Like, we would have had that ending shot. And I think some of the other injuries were just situations that, how can I say this? I don't feel like Alexa Bliss is a good wrestler. I feel like some of the things that she does, she puts herself at risk for injuries. And because Nia is not that fully experienced, that played a factor. When it came to Kairi Sane, yes, that was definitely something that they should have done differently. But yeah.
Is there, just out of curiosity, and some of it, I mean, I don't, maybe it doesn't, but I know for me, some of it has to do with time and just how much wrestling there is in life and all that kind of stuff. But what could bring you back to WWE? Is there anything that could bring you back? Will you come back? Are you gone forever? I mean, what can they do at this point to bring CM back to watching WWE or caring about it again?
Probably nothing.
No.
How can I say this here? It's been a few things. The lawsuit that they are currently involved in, which has been paused. To me, I don't think you bring somebody on like Sexy Red when you're involved in a trafficking lawsuit.
Sure.
Especially when your brand is family friendly, and this is the same woman who has come to middle school's high and upset with lyrics that I personally don't think belong in middle schools. But I've also worked in middle schools, and I know that there are kids who are now going on the registry because airdrop nudes and sharing them with their friends. No one wants to talk about it, but I'm always talking about that. And that's the type of stuff they're promoting. Yay for Jade and Bianca, but it's like you have Naomi who was on this incredible run, and what have you been doing with her?
Nothing. I mean, yeah, she and her run, honestly, in WWE has not been very good at all. I mean, she's been in some important matches, but she's lost early. She's lost the important matches. She hasn't gotten the due that I think she deserves. That's for sure. I mean, I've said it several times. I mean, I understand her husband's there. The check might be bigger, all those kind of things. But for me, if I'm a wrestler, like they valued her in TNA, they gave her the title, they showed her what she was worth, and now she's back somewhere where I feel like they don't care about her at all. And she seems weird to me, like why you would do that for yourself. But I'm not hers, so it is what it is. I
mean, then you have like the Tiffany Stratton and how that video made the rounds, and people on the internet made it a big deal, but WWE brushed it on the rug like they did with AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and your black wrestlers, you push them during WrestleMania, and then they fall back off.
Are you? I'll be honest with you. For a long time, I really thought these were all symptoms of Vince McMahon, but there's now a new owner. Triple H is in charge. I mean, for all intents and purposes, Vince's fingers are off, and we're still seeing a lot of the same stuff. Is it just that there hasn't been enough time, or do you think that these guys are just fucking assholes like Vince is too? That they're all just assholes?
What's wrestling's fan base?
I mean,
what's professional wrestling fan base? Like, let's be real and let's be honest. What's professional wrestling's fan base?
Usually middle-aged white guys or young kids. I mean,
it's older, southern white guys.
Yeah,
they talk about the demo, but the demo that draws the most money is older southern white guys. Yeah. What do other older southern white guys like to see? White men beating up on black people.
Yeah.
Until professional wrestling is ready to accept change, you're not really going to have the success that you should have. Like GCW, for all their craziness, is really the right direction for wrestling, minus all the, blood and church things they have and light bulbs. New Japan, you have wrestlers who are really talented and who are really good, but everybody wants to have that WWE style, and it sucks. Like, your wrestling show should not mainly be talking.
I agree with that. I mean, I don't know. I was hopeful. You're right. I mean, it's just exchanging, one white man for another in some regards, as far as the sale of WWE, or one insane white guy for a group of white people. Even then, before Vince was a part of a board anyhow, so he hasn't been the sole owner for a long time since they went public anyhow. And I don't even know about that before that. What was going on per se, but either way, I was hoping that with Endeavor coming in and Triple H being kind of the figurehead of the company for all intents and purposes. I know he's really just running creative, but now he's the name that's synonymous with leadership in WWE at the moment. That we'd get some movement kind of away from that and some more progressive kind of attitudes, but clearly not. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I was never a big Triple H fan, so I mean, it's not like it surprises me that he's not an overly progressive person or whatever. But I was hoping that we would start to see some progression.
No, what you're gonna get is Cody is gonna get pushed as a personal color, which is always interesting to me because he's like a fourth or eighth Cuban. That's it. He's gonna get pushed as a personal color, and that is gonna be about your progress. You have really, really Where's Andrade?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Where's Andrade? You have Lexis King, you have Shawn Spears come over from AEW, and what have they really been doing? That's why people are like, "Oh, I want Ricky Starks to go to WWE." It's like it's gonna be more of the same.
Yeah, no, I mean Cody's the only one so far that they've actually given any real shine to that's come over.
Guy.
Yeah, and that's exactly. So, Shawn Morrison and Ty Valkyrie are coming to the ring right now. It's going to be John Morrison versus Claudia, which should be a fun match.
It's going to be a banger. Because they are both really freaking good.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, like I had to explain to some people in a group that I'm in. When I was in labor, I was watching wrestling. Like Roman Reigns was coming out as I delivered my child. I was a staunch WWE fan. I didn't miss it when I was in college. My roommates knew Mondays, and whenever SmackDown came on, I'll be watching it. If it's a Thursday or Friday, I am pre-gaming and I'm watching wrestling. When I did like my AmeriCorps year of service, I had the TV. Sorry, boo-boos. I watch the wrestling. Y'all can hate me. You can fight me. But I'll beat all y'all asses. It is my TV. But at this point, it's like, what's the point of watching it? It's going to be more of the same. It's never going to change.
Was there one moment or one thing that happened for you to turn you from being such a staunch fan to not at all, or is it just a culmination of all the things you mentioned?
The moment they said that Sasha Banks and Naomi were unprofessional for walking out.
Yeah.
They did not do that to CM Punk. They did not do that to Stone Cold Steve Austin. They did not do that to anybody else. They didn't talk about Charlotte throwing the title and describing that as unprofessional. They didn't describe Triple H and the humiliation that he heaped on China as unprofessional.
Right.
But you call two women who want to better the women's tag division unprofessional. On top of that, you allow these people to lie on Mercedes when she was known as Sasha Banks. And I'm not even a big fan of Mercedes as a person. Allow them to lie on her and demean her and say whatever they want to say about her. And so she's supposed to put up with it. The fact that you don't promote the fact that she's on The Mandalorian and she has a Disney action figure, multiple Disney action figures. didn't promote that, but they promote Seth and Becky, whose scenes got cut out. No, I'm not watching that. No, would I? Brother Hassan, you are a great human, but no, it's gonna be Claudio. It's gonna be a good match, though. It's gonna be a really good match.
Claudio's holding him up in a
Meshed really well.
power suplex right now. Has been holding him up for a long time. Claudio's a strong dude.
Johnny is
extremely underrated.
Both he and Claudio are extremely underrated, but I know how you could kind of fix Claudio. And he's done that in AEW. But with Johnny, I don't know what's missing. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, he's another one of those.
He's a great talker. He's a great wrestler. I think maybe he's been, when he gets hot, something in backstage happens and it screws him.
Yeah. No, the more you see those kinds of guys, the guys that can talk, for all intents and purposes, they have everything, but they never quite reach there. At some point, it feels like they're probably the issue in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what it is, but there's probably something there. Maybe he's difficult to work with. Maybe he doesn't like the corporate atmosphere. Maybe any number of things, I don't know. But there's some reason that he doesn't have that sticking power, that ultimate, main event sticking power where we're going to put our company on his back. But he could be that kind of guy.
I've never heard that about him, though.
Me either.
Ooh,
but
that was cool. That low blow was cool.
Right?
I've never heard that about him. So Claudio goes to leapfrog over Johnny. He does it. Johnny kicks him once he lands, like right in the nads.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all wear cups? But I've never heard him difficult to work with. I've always heard like his female co-workers are difficult to work with. His wife and his former fiance girlfriend.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what, he's not willing to let them not, be part of whatever he's doing, and they don't, the promoters don't want to deal with them for whatever reason.
Seems like he tries to not do it, like tries to not be involved in that.
Right.
But it doesn't quite, like they always put them in there. That's just kind of like what I noticed, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not backstage. I have no idea what's actually going on. I'm definitely not an insider in any way, shape, or form. So it's all 100% speculation, and probably bad speculation on my part. But I wonder when, like we're talking about, when you see someone that seems to have it all, but it never quite gets to where you think they're going to. It feels like there's got to be a reason for that. I don't know what that reason is. It doesn't have to be a negative reason per se. It could be a positive thing. Any number of things. There are really only 3 major wrestling companies in the United States. Now you've got other ones, you've got a bunch of smaller, independent things, but you've got WWE, AEW, and TNA for all intents and purposes. And if I don't begrudge anybody that doesn't want to work in any of those 3 or wants to do whatever they want to do, or doesn't like the corporate atmosphere of a WWE or even maybe an AEW, or doesn't like the politics. More power to you. Do your own thing. I have no problem with any of that. I don't, as well as I don't really have a problem. Like I said before, assuming you're not, whatchamacallit, your own ethics and your own, standards, then, by all means, say yes and do what you need to do. The Miz has made a huge career out of saying yes and taking everything WWE gives him and just doing it, but I also wouldn't blame him for saying I'm fucking done with WWE. They only give me shit to do, right? So
Miz is one of those people that when Freddie Prinze Jr. opens up his promotion, I could see the Miz going there and being a big star because he is able to play characters so well and able to transform. He and R-Truth, honestly. Like you really could build companies around just those two. And R-Truth has more of the wrestling acumen,
Right.
but Mike Mizanin has come a long way
Oh yeah.
from
Oh yeah. Yeah.
the real world.
Yep. Yep.
Like getting beaten up by Coral. Like
Yeah. No, I mean, and he's fun. I mean, Ms. and Maurice is one of my favorite, reality, family shows like that. That show's hysterical. It was great when it was on. I don't know if it's still on. I don't think it's on now.
oh, the real
No new
world?
episodes.
Or
No. Ms. and Maurice. They're not making any more new episodes, right?
Mm,
I feel
Ms.
like they
and
stopped.
Mrs. They
Or
were.
Ms.
I
Yeah,
think
Ms. and Mrs. Sorry.
they might have stopped because of her diagnosis.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they stopped like a year or two ago. But I mean, I used to love that show.
Okay, they said it's still to be determined as of July of last year.
Okay. But no, I mean, he's fine. He's always been one of my favorites. I mean, he's not the most athletic guy in the ring, but he can always tell a good story. He's fun. He can do the comedy stuff. He can do some of the serious stuff. He's a great talker. And I love him and Morrison, Miz and Morrison. I always loved them as a tag team together. I thought that's when they were both kind of in their sweet spot.
I enjoy the Miz. I enjoy the growth that I've seen from Miz. I've heard about from people backstage how he's like really tried to grow as a human as well as a wrestler. I appreciate it. See,
Yeah,
this is a really freaking good match.
It has been a really good match.
I think it was on Wrestle Talk yesterday, I think, during their 10-hour stream.
Right.
Where they were talking about how you can easily forget people like John Morrison and Shelton Benjamin being as talented as they are because they get overlooked so much.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, there's another one of them. I mean, Shelton Benjamin is so good. Both he can talk, he can wrestle, he's athletic. I mean, he can do every move you want him to do. He can sell, he can give a promo, and yet for some reason, he just never quite gets over like he should. I mean, he's had some moments where they've pushed him and it's been okay, but even then, I mean, it's never been like it should be.
Ooh, how does he do that? If you want to watch Shelton Benjamin, he is going to be at the Ashe show that is streaming on June 22nd. I believe it's $15 to watch it streaming. So,
excuse me.
Just saying, he's going to be in the main event. I haven't seen a bad Ashe show yet.
Tyra just slapped the shit out of Claudio. You'll see it in a minute.
Why are they not doing more with Tyler Valkyrie?
I don't know. What do you think of her hair color? That hair color.
It is god awful ugly. But the wigs that she uses are horrible. She's really freaking talented. Like
she is. Yeah. There's a lot of really good women's wrestlers out there that don't seem to be used or don't get used enough or don't
caught him
should be getting pushed more. Here we go. Starship Pain.
Like she's in she does ROH stuff, which I enjoy.
Uh-huh.
I
think she's good enough though that she could be wrestling either for the TBS title or the AEW title. I mean, she's that good.
She is. I'll be honest with you. I don't really think AEW has any women that are not talented enough to fight for either one of those titles.
Yeah.
With maybe the exception of Lita, and that's just because of the character she portrays. She doesn't portray the character of I'm going to fight straight up. She gives very much I am going to use my minions to fight for me. but they're really, really good.
Yeah, they just need to be
He
booked better.
tapped. He tapped, right? Or is the match not over?
No, it's not over. Oh, he tried to do the same back kick again to the nuts, but Claudio caught it this time.
Yeah, that already happened on my screen.
Oh,
Yes,
did it?
I
Okay.
think he tapped.
Oh, okay. I got Claudio with John Morrison in the swing. So you
Yeah,
obviously are ahead of me. So.
I think that's where he taps.
Okay. So I'm about to see it right now. So I'll tell you if it looks like he taps for that. Let's see him tap. Looks like Claudio's clothesline. 1, 2, 3. Now Claudio got the pin.
I didn't see a pin.
Oh yeah, so he swung him around. He gave him the big swing, and then he let go. And then Morrison got up and he did like a big clothesline, and then oh no, a European uppercut. I apologize, a big European uppercut, and then got the pin.
Yeah, I missed that part.
So Claudio is your winner, as Tyra rolls Johnny out of the ring and carries him Weekend at Bernie style up the ramp backstage.
Arya Daivari is another one that they kind of that WWE fumbled, along with Tony Nese.
Yep, I
need them to definitely. I need AEW to definitely make sure that they do not fumble the premier athlete, because this is a really good trio.
I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, again, more guys that I'm not sure where the disconnect is, but all three of these guys, I mean, are super talented, super, talented in the ring. They're all good on the microphone.
I know what it is with those three.
What is it?
I know what it is. It's the WWE effect. You see smaller wrestlers who are there, like build, and you don't really expect them. We've been conditioned to not expect them to be like main eventers.
Right.
However, if you gave them the opportunity, they would be going ham.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I mean, I do think that they do have that. You know, we've seen a lot of these guys be, lower tier guys in WWE because that's where WWE felt they were, and now we can't see them without looking at them that way, right? We've been conditioned to see them as mid-card guys or jobbers or guys that aren't ever going to get over. And yeah, no, it's definitely not fair because they're all talented for sure. I mean,
yeah, unfortunately.
And Tony Nese is a great heel. Like he's a great heel. I mean, he talks hella shit to the crowd, and
he's like born to be a heel,
right?
And when I first saw him, I didn't see that.
Yeah, me either, honestly.
I'm glad that I get to see it more. I saw it live and in person when I went to go see Collision live, and it's like he can really work a room because people were kind of like dead, and then he just had them booing because he was talking about Cheerwine and Cookout and how we're all fat because that's what we love. And I was like, I hate Cheerwine, but I love Cookout, so I gotta agree with you there. Now, if you come over to the better coast and try some Cookout, yeah, I don't think you'll go back to West Coast.
So, Becky Lynch contract expired and she's a free agent. What do you think she does?
I think she's gonna stay home for a little while, and just enjoy her baby.
Yeah,
because little girl is getting ready for like pre-K pretty soon, probably in the next 2 years, and then you start school, and that's a lot. And I think maybe she just reevaluates what she wants to do because she has options now.
Yeah,
she has options.
Do you think she has any kind of run anywhere else besides WWE as a wrestler?
I think if she wants to wrestle, but she doesn't want that big long schedule, I could see her going to somewhere like TNA, where she would be really appreciated, really utilized, and even if she's not wrestling, they would do like kind of like a gimmick Kim role for her.
Mm.
Gail Kim role for her, where she's like kind of like a background voice for like the women. And I think people would really, really appreciate that. Because I personally enjoy her in the ring. I know a lot of people don't. But I appreciate her in the ring. And I think that having someone like her be able to train the women in both the ring and talking would be really, really useful.
Yeah, I mean, if she's indeed truly a free agent and, she's actually dipping her toes in the water, if I'm Tony Khan, I mean, I'm not personally the biggest Becky Lynch fan, but like you can see her value. And if I'm Tony Khan, like I'm trying to do anything I can to bring her over because that women's division needs help and she could really help the AEW women's division, provided some credibility because she is a superstar already. But I could see her, just taking, like you said, taking some time off. I could see her just coming back to WWE in a couple months. I mean, I don't, it wouldn't surprise me to just see her back in WWE.
I think what might hold her back is the fact that AEW went from traveling 1 or 2 days to now traveling almost as much as WWE.
Yeah.
So I think for her, it might be better to do like the TNA, where you go do a batch of shows.
Sure.
One weekend and
yeah. I mean, like I said, if she's a free agent and she's taking offers and you're the owner of a company, I mean, and you can make a legitimate offer, I don't see how you don't. I mean, she's a merchandise mover, she's a main event star, so I mean, any company would benefit from having her in their women's roster, or women's division. So. West Coast Wrecking Crew. It's not a bad name. Too bad they're a jobber tag team. I don't want to say jobber, but
I mean,
a solid hand tag team. How's that?
For this to be kind of their debut, it could be better. But they are getting in some offense here. It's not like a flat out squash.
Right. Lee Moriarty is so good.
So freaking talented.
Right? So fluid in the ring and so athletic. I just enjoy watching him just wrestle.
He's one that I think the younger guys who need to push are like Hook, Moriarty, Garcia. Pushing those three, especially in the future, would be really, really, really good.
Yeah. When's Ricky coming back?
Probably never. I'm just gonna put it out there, like flat out. If I know that my boss and I are not seeing eye to eye, I am not going to purposefully get photographed at the off spot.
Yeah.
And then hope that I get signed by the op. They actually do something with me.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they know how to book him properly, so it'll be interesting to see what ends up ultimately happening.
I think he had better booking in NWA. I think he might have better booking in NWA if he tries to go to WWE. I don't think they know how to book somebody like Ricky Stark.
I agree.
They don't really know how to book a smaller framed man who's really good at talking and who's really good at wrestling. Look at how they're doing DIY.
Yeah. Yep. No, I mean that was one of the other things that I kind of hoped would progress with, kind of the disappearance of Vince McMahon was that we would get, less of that. The stars have to be, meet XYZ criteria as opposed to just being based on their merit as wrestlers and performers, not that because they're 6'5" or 6'7" and 300 pounds and look like they're chiseled out of granite that we have to force them into being something. You know what I'm saying? Or people like them, which is something they do all the time. So, um, but clearly that's not happening yet. So Shane Taylor is a big boy,
That man is dangerous.
right?
He's so freaking good.
Welcome, Jordan. Thanks for joining us. Jordan wants to know: should Will Ospreay beat Swerve
No,
at Forbidden Door? No.
no, no. It's too soon.
Do you think it's weird that they're doing this match so soon?
No, because it's the match that people have been wanting to see, and the longer you push off for it, the more likely it is that you have the crowd turn on Swerve before they're supposed to, or turn on Osprey before they're supposed to. I think this is a great opportunity for Osprey and United Kingdom to get away from the Callis family and do their own thing. And it's also a really great time for Swerve to continue his very decisive win streak against people. I think the match that you might get further down the line and All In will be the Page match where they go all the hell out. It's just a big old mess afterwards. But I don't think it's time for Osprey to win the belt yet, because who have you really built up? If Osprey is going to be a face, who have you built up to be that heel? Or if Osprey is going to be that heel, who have you built up to be that face?
Yeah. No, I mean, and where does MJF come into all that? Because whether you like him or not, or whether you think he's whatever, I mean, he's going to be in the main event picture. He's going to be around that AEW title, and now that he's back, they're gonna work him in somehow, somewhere. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, MJF is in that real I'm saying heel stuff, but I'm being cheered during promos,
Ooh.
so it's a weird. MJF is in a weird zone at the moment. He's really kind of at that tweener spot where he's a heel, but the crowd loves him. Yeah, I don't know. I do see Hangman Swerve having to happen for sure. I don't think Ospreay has any issues with taking a loss here to Swerve, especially since Swerve is the AEW champion. At the same time, Ospreay's so good that I truly don't know. He could win this match. I mean, they could put a second belt on him already. I don't know that that's the right decision. I'm just saying he's so good that they could do that.
I think that really kind of screws up the plans with the title too, because if he's talking about the international title and taking it and wrestling other places, I think having to lose to Swerve and rebuilding his confidence because he lost to Swerve.
Yeah.
I think that's where your money is. And I also think it's in defending that international belt everywhere.
Yeah, I do too, which is why I thought it was a little odd that they were doing this so soon. But yep, Kill Switch is back there with the former Bear Country. What Iron Savages now, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Kill Switch is taking everybody out. All right, Luchasaurus is angry. Kill Switch is angry. So you saw Jordan Grace. You heard Jordan Grace was on NXT.
I saw the clips. More power to her.
Yeah. What do you think about her wrestling Roxanne Perez?
More power to her.
Yeah.
I find it hilarious that they're doing a reverse AEW.
Hold on for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. So on my end, we're on a commercial, and we are waiting for them to come back for Osprey and O'Reilly to be the main event. So I'm looking forward to that. That it's going to be a really, really good match. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Jordan Grace and Roxanne Perez. I think it adds a little bit of flair to NXT, gives them a little bit of whatever. But at the same time, like, and I'm not saying that it's 100% in my mind, but like it feels like WWE wouldn't put the belt on someone that isn't a WWE star. I mean, what's she going to take their belt and go back to TNA? I mean, that seems weird to me. So I assume Roxanne Perez is going to get the win, which is a huge victory for her because Jordan Grace is a big name. But at the same time, like it seems odd to me that Jordan would come over to just take the loss on NXT. So I don't know. It all seems a little odd to me. I'm not totally sure what to think.
I find it funny that they are doing a reverse AEW as TNA.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's whatever. I am finding some of the stuff that's kind of coming out about TNA a little scary. But yeah, like how they don't really have shows planned beyond like the first week of August. A bunch of people got fired or quit. I'm a little worried. But I need my TNA to survive because who else is going to be like the competition with TV time? Because they're not going to give TV time to GCW.
Yeah, no, GCW I don't think is, unfortunately, they can't be on a mainstream channel. They're still a little too rough around the edges for that. They're perfect for pay-per-view.
It works though. It works really well for them, and I like the fact that GCW has evolved and is not as hardcore as it used to be. But I don't want them to completely change themselves.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Just me. Okay, so we are getting the main event. I feel like Osprey should win the title next year. And the reason I say that is because you need time to build good, solid heels. To me, it's way easier to build a face than it is to build a credible, interesting heel. Because credible, interesting heels have to be the bad guy, but they also have to have a reason for it. Like, why are you heel? Why should I boo you instead of cheering you or just acting indifferent to you? And I don't know if there's anyone on the roster right now who is built for that to go against Osprey for the big belt. That's my main thing. Whereas with Swerve, he's a tweener. He could be a face, he could be a heel, depending on what he wants to do. And he has a reason for doing both. I think when he loses the belt, he is going to need a little bit of time off. So you can't rely on him to be your top heel. So who are you going to have as the top heel? You don't want it to be the Elite. You don't want it to you don't want it to be anybody in the Elite. You don't really want it to be Swerve because he's going to need the time off. Maybe Takeshita, but does he resonate with the audience enough? It's difficult because you have really good Osprey, What you gonna do with them? Hassan, I don't know. I don't know, Hassan. I don't know if it's gonna be Osprey. I don't know if it's gonna be O'Reilly. I do know it's gonna be a banger ass match though. I do know that it's gonna be really. It's gonna be a lot of kicks and grappling because we forget that Osprey can grapple and he's really good at that. So we'll see. Has he been on rep all night? Interesting. Very interesting. So match is beginning. Both trying to figure each other out. Up, up, up. Can't pick his leg if he's not up. All right, Kyle. Osprey got Kyle on the ropes. Kyle's trying to figure out that center of gravity. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, oh, okay. Again, a lot of grappling. um, O'Reilly and I don't quite know how to call this. They're really like grappling with each other and trying to figure it out. Like that's the thing I like about Osprey. He doesn't have to be high flying all the time. He could be mat based. Him and Zack Sabre Jr. are two sides of the same coin. And I don't think people realize that, which is why it's so good for them to like, fight each other. Ooh. Okay, okay. That's very like, give it up for her. After Kyle slides out underneath the ropes and is out of the ring on the apron. He's back in now. They're doing the mock up and trying to overpower each other. O'Reilly takes us to the mat, ends up doing an arm drag and bringing Osprey down. Ooh, headlock. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a quick pin. Oh, that was a fake out. Ooh. Okay. That didn't look like it was pleasant. Ooh. That was crispy. Osprey up and over. Takes out O'Reilly to the floor. So we're on picture in picture. Ooh, ooh. I don't know what to call this lock Osprey has O'Reilly in. He had him in like a finger lock, but he also had his leg around his neck as they're standing. It it looked painful for Osprey, but more for Cal because of how he had him hooked. But it's really, really good. Having Will Osprey on American TV almost every week has been really great as a wrestling fan. Super glad more people are getting introduced to him. Thank you once again for joining us on Saturday's All Right for AEW Collision. Welcome to the Workhorse Wrestling Network fam. I am CM. Please, please, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Comment, talk to us because we do talk back. The match that's on right now is Will Ospreay and Kyle O'Reilly on AEW's Collision. It is currently on commercial, so I don't even see the picture in picture. So yeah. Okay, we are back. Oh, Ospreay went to come flip off the ropes. O'Reilly saw it, kicked him in the shoulder, and as he's trying to shake it off, O'Reilly is showing off his kickboxing skills. Ends up taking him to the mat. O'Reilly is kicked into another gear. Ospreay is down on the mat. O'Reilly is taking it to him, kicks to the ribs on both sides, just kind of never giving him any type of breathing room as he takes him. Ooh, not the nose. You can get boogers on your fingers. O'Reilly with a headlock on the mat. Sue Ospreay up, up, up. Ospreay not really getting any time to breathe. We see Daniel Garcia and Daddy Magic watching the match because they are going to be facing the winner of this match. Ospreay off the top rope, takes out O'Reilly. Ooh, that was a very close 3. Very close 3. Okay. O'Reilly seems like he hurt his leg, possibly. Ospreay's been stung a few times, so we'll see who comes out of this match with fewer potential injuries here, because they have been grappling quite a bit back and forth here. It's been really interesting to watch. Ospreay is now caught up in the ropes, and O'Reilly is going up top. Where's he going? Ooh, ooh. He has Ospreay's knee caught up in the ropes, and he comes off top ropes with double knees, hits Ospreay. Ospreay, you might need to take the L so you can fight again. That looked nasty. Before O'Reilly can even attempt to do the submission, Ospreay has gotten his leg in the ropes, so it has to be broken. Okay. Ospreay off the ropes. Oh. Dives over O'Reilly. O'Reilly, ooh, puts him in an arm lock. What is Ospreay gonna do? What is he gonna do? He can't go anywhere. Oh. He manages to roll O'Reilly over into the ropes, and he is out of the ring momentarily. Let's see. O'Reilly is feeling it. Ospreay is in the corner trying to take a quick breather. And when I say the corner, I mean the corner by the crowd. And he just catches a drop kick while sitting in the security chair right by the barricade. Jeez, that looked really painful. This is really good. Like this is really good. O'Reilly, we are in picture. O'Reilly is kind of toying with Ospreay and doing a little bit more damage to that shoulder, which one hand we love to see. On the other hand, finish it, O'Reilly. O'Reilly has been targeting Ospreay's back and arm for the past few minutes. Now Riley has definitely put in a lot of offense here. But Osprey is fighting back with one arm. One arm fight back. It is for the international championships, so that is why O'Reilly is going so hard. Osprey is back in control for the moment. For the moment. We get a slam on O'Reilly. Will, you might not want to go up there. You just getting control back and you're not 100%. And O'Reilly takes out his leg as he's on the top rope. Okay. Oh, Pele kick to the head of O'Reilly. Will, what are you going to do? He goes back up to the top rope. Ooh, misses. Lands on his feet, catches O'Reilly on the back end. Is he going for it? Nope. Oh, O'Reilly takes out his leg again on the middle ropes. We see O'Reilly kick. Oh, Osprey counters. O'Reilly sweeps out Osprey's feet, but Osprey springs back up and takes out O'Reilly. That was a very quick sequence on that Pele kick, taking out O'Reilly momentarily. But, oh, Osprey went for the Oz cutter and landed right into an arm lock that Kyle O'Reilly is trying to lock in a little bit deeper, but Osprey has his arms, has his hands clasped. So don't get too much now, O'Reilly. He could pin you there. Osprey going for the pin while he's in the triangle choke. O'Reilly is trying to choke him out. Roll back over. Osprey is trying to get out. He picks up O'Reilly. We still got that choke in. Oh, picks him up, picks him up. Oh. Down we go with a slam. But has the damage been done to that arm? That has been the arm that's taken the most offense this whole match. Right. Osprey gets him up. O'Reilly hops down. Picks through. Okay. All right. Almost has Osprey. Going for the knee. Ooh, that had to hurt. Kick straight to the sternum. Osprey uses his momentum to take down O'Reilly, though. This is really good back and forth. They are on the ground, headbutting each other. Like little toddlers. We're going back and forth with punches. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Ice cutter? No. And we end with Osprey winning. Osprey has won. Hard fought match. Really good match. Really, really good match. I saw that going anyway. I could have seen O'Reilly winning. It was really great to see. We're getting Osprey getting checked out a little bit here because that arm did take a lot. It took a lot of beating here. O'Reilly was not playing games. He wanted that belt very badly. So see what happens now. Osprey has the belt. He's been checked out. We have O'Reilly getting up. Osprey knows that O'Reilly almost took that belt. Handshake? Are we in a handshake here? Oh, no. Okay. It didn't seem like Osprey was going to give that handshake. I mean, if I got beat up like that, I don't think I would. Because O'Reilly was taking it to him. When Kyle O'Reilly decides to turn heel, it's going to be a really dangerous day. Because this man is supremely talented. WWE fumbled really bad. But yeah, that as Osprey's in the ring, doing kind of a rah-rah, making sure that folks cheer for O'Reilly. Because, yeah, that was a banger ass match. Ospreay gets his hands up. And we are ending with Ospreay talking. Strickland is cutting a promo on him. Yeah. Okay. We are going to find out. I do think it'll still end up being Swerve versus Ospreay, but if it does end up being Strong versus Ospreay, I would not be mad that they are putting that off a little bit more. So we will see. But yeah, see how it goes. But that is it and all for us tonight, folks. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you so much to Jordan for coming in with your comments. And Hassan, I appreciate you being here every time we come on live. You're amazing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, a wonderful weekend. Get some rest, get some sun if you can. And we will see you next time. Peace.